Hey guys, welcome back to Top 10 Nerd. I'm Ron Mackenzie Lafergie. With the Flash show still going strong and Justice League rapidly approaching, it's a great time to brush up on one of the greatest Flash villains ever, Eobard Thawne, the Reverse Flash. It should be noted that this video may contain spoilers for the show, so if you're behind or you don't want to know about the comics, stop watching now. But, maybe give a thumbs up on your way out for warning you. Here we go. It's time for the top 10 facts about Reverse Flash. Number 10. Before we get started, I'm going to take this opportunity to clear a few things up. The new show has changed some things about the original comics, and talking about Reverse Flash without sorting this out could get a bit hinky. Eobard Thawne, the Reverse Flash, is a genius scientist from the 25th century who is obsessed with Flash, eventually going back in time only to learn that he becomes the Flash's enemy. This much does stay true in most versions. In the comics, Eobard Thawne turns into Reverse Flash, often called Professor Zoom. But a big thing to remember is that in the comics, they didn't have the whole trapped back in time so he took the identity of Harrison Wells thing. The show adds some twists that change the story quite significantly, but for this video I'll be talking about the version from the comics. Hopefully this makes it slightly more clear for some of you, or else I just made it even more complicated, in which case I apologize. Number 9. Reverse Flash was based off of an earlier villain called Rival Flash. First appearing in Flash Comics number 104 in 1949, Dr. Edward Claris comes up with a formula to recreate Jay Garrick's Velocity 9. After being rejected by the scientific community, Claris does the usual thing and becomes a criminal. For about 5 minutes, then he's captured. It's later revealed that he accidentally vanished into the Speed Force during a fight with the Flash, and is later retrieved by Johnny Sorrow. Karras goes on to go on a murder spree with the intention of ending the spree by killing Jay Garrick's wife. But Jay absorbs Rival's speed before he can manage it. He makes several appearances in later comics as well, facing off against Jay Garrick, Impulse, and even Wally West. This guy just won't stay gone. Number 8. He was actually the Flash for a bit. When using the Cosmic Treadmill in an attempt to go back to visit Barry, he was accidentally sent back to a time a couple years after Barry's death. When he realizes that Barry's dead, he goes, "Well, I have his suit and powers. Guess I'm the Flash now." He fought alongside Wally West for a time, but then it became kinda obvious that he was a freaking lunatic, and he became the Reverse Flash once again. Number 7. He couldn't kill the Flash. As you may guess, going back in time can cause some problems, particularly when you're going back to see the very person who made you want to travel back in time in the first place. This complicates the whole killing the Flash thing because, well, paradoxes. He does try to change the events so that Barry doesn't get his powers, but he finds that he starts to phase out of reality when Barry does lose his powers. So he comes to the conclusion that he can't do that. He eventually gets his wish in the Flashpoint event where Barry is stripped of his powers after saving the life of his mother. After Thawne gives Barry his memories back, he becomes a paradox, giving Thawne the ability to kill Barry without disappearing. Thankfully, he's stopped before he does so, but it's a pretty darn inventive way to get around the time travel rules. Number 6. He spent years just bugging a young Barry Allen. When Eobard realized that he couldn't simply stop Barry from becoming the Flash since it would phase him out of existence, he decided to do the mature thing and follow a kid around and just ruin his childhood. He does this in a variety of small ways, like making him miss balls that are thrown at him, or getting rid of his best friend, and well, killing his mother. Yeah, that last one was slightly more significant, but geez, dude, get a life. Number 5. He keeps dying. Eobard Thawne is one bad dude, intent on ending the Flash, but held back by the fact that his life is tied to the Flash. Throughout his attempts to stop Barry Allen, he dies not once, but twice. The first time is when he tries to kill Fiona Webb at the wedding, and Barry clotheslines him and straight up snaps his neck. Honestly, with the Flash moving that quickly, I'm surprised we don't see more snap necks. After being revived by the white light, he tries to stop the Flash again in Flashpoint, but was stabbed and killed by Thomas Wayne, the Batman of Flashpoint. The guy can't catch a break, but then again he kinda deserves it. Number 4. He'll go to great lengths to gain powerful allies. In Flash Annual number 4, Acolytes of Doom, Thawne traveled through history to recruit strong metahumans, including an Aztec woman who can change the age of living things, a man who can change into a teleporting shadow creature, a woman with incredible strength and durability, and a boy who can create tornadoes. The team trains to defeat the Flash, but when they learn that the situations from which Thawne saved them were actually caused by Thawne, they turn against him, which is kind of a bummer for him. 500 years of preparation and they turn against you at the last minute? Minions these days. All told, this was a really cool comic, and also revealed one important aspect of the New 52 version of Thawne's Reverse Flash: Which brings me to my next point. Number 3. In the New 52 comics, Reverse Flash does not in fact run quickly. In this version, it's revealed that he actually uses his powers to change time relative to him, making time slow down around him when he wants to move quickly. While it does have more or less the same effect from the point of view of onlookers, since it looks like he's running quickly, it does have some cool implications as to the limits and unique benefits of his power. He does get his negative Speed Force powers back in the Rebirth, but this was an interesting twist on a long-running villain. Number 2. It isn't only the New 52 Reverse Flash who has different powers. In the events leading up to Flashpoint, Thawne gained a number of crazy powerful abilities. He could create shockwaves across space and time at the snap of his fingers, he could absorb memories from touching the person, he could even alter the age of people at will. This was an extraordinarily powerful version of Reverse Flash, but it was somewhat short-lived. Good news for the good guys. Bad news for people who love powerful villains. Number 1. Eobard Thawne is actually related to the Allens, and the story behind it is totally ridiculous. Nora Allen, Barry's mother, was in the hospital ready to give birth at the same time as a woman named Charlene Thawne. Unfortunately, the doctor was drunk, and this led Thawne's baby to be strangled by the umbilical cord. But as luck would have it, the Allens had twins, so the doctor wisely decided to just give Charlene Thawne one of the Allen babies and tell the Allens that one was a stillbirth. Yeah, the twin given to Thawne is the ancestor of Eobard Thawne. Yeah, it's really messed up, and made worse by the fact that Thawnes were a family of con artists, and their not really son Malcolm eventually becomes the first Cobalt Blue. That's it for today, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, let us know by liking this video and subscribe to Top 10 Nerd for more nerdy vids. Let us know in the comments section what other videos you'd like to see. Until next time, I'm Ron Mackenzie LaFergie with Top 10 Nerd. Later, nerds.